do like fence line weaning. So the cows are at that side and the calves are at this side. So they still have contact, but they can't suckle. Perfect. Hi guys, welcome to this week's Richard on the old John Deere. These are the suckler calves here that I've taken off the cows. This is a different opening to the video to the one I had, the one I filmed originally, which somebody managed to delete, but never mind. So I've had to redo it. So these are the calves I've just taken off the suckler cows there. They've been off, well, a day and a half, and they've calmed down very nicely now. They're fairly quiet. They seem quite happy. I would just like to say, if you enjoy this week's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you can leave a comment in the comment section down here. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. And if you ring the little bell, you'll get notifications every week as well. Every time I put on a new video. So I've hung a new gate on there. I needed a new gate to sort them out. So I needed to make some new hinges. So we'll show you a little bit about making the new hinges and getting that gate hung on. So I'm gonna make a couple of hinges. Because of the wind there, you couldn't hear what I was saying. So basically, that hinge needs to be 2 inches above the top of the post. So I need to find something to lift it up that 2 inches, either some bigger angle or a bit of something else to lift the hinge up to the correct height. This chunk of angle iron here, so it gives a bit more height. So we'll see if we can clean a bit of that off and use that. So our post out there is about 3 inches, so we need to make this roughly the same. 3 inches there. And just slightly less to make it easier to weld, and then 1.5 inches takes us to the middle. So that's the one I had made, but we're not going to get enough lift on there. But I want the holes roughly in the same place. Why not just put that over there like that? Just get the punch. So these are what I've made. I've got that one there, which is to go on the top. Lift the hinge up a couple of inches. And I've just got a plain one that will weld on lower down for where the bottom hinge comes. These calves have been inside for roughly a month now. So I don't like to wean them when we bring them in, because that's two lots of stress in one. Going from being out in the field to coming in into the shed, that's one stress. And if you're weaning them at the same time, that's extra stress. And the stress on the calf means they don't grow as well. So we put the calves down this side and the cows into this row of cubicles here. And that's less stressful for them because they can still smell, hear and see the calves through the gates, but the calves can't suckle, so they've still got contact, but it's just stopping the calves from nursing. The calves don't really need milk now. They're big enough to survive quite nicely on their own, and the cows do need a rest before they start calving again in about 3 months' time. It reduces the stress on them, so hopefully they'll keep growing through that process rather than it being a big shock to the system, and them for a few days they'll not eat as much. They probably will be more vocal over the next couple of days, but hopefully it's a lot less stressful than taking the calves away completely and putting them somewhere different. For both the cows and the calves, this in theory is a much better process. So we'll shut these in the pen, we'll have a scrape out and then we'll sort them back in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Unfortunately, that last black one's a cow there. I'll see if I can sort the calves into the other pen and leave that one out. So good. You're not going in there, lass. Well, maybe you are. Oh dear. Just leave it in. See if I can sort it out at the end. We'll put these others in first. I do like fence line weaning, so the cows are at that side and the calves are at this side, so they still have contact but they can't suckle, and I find that works really well. It reduces the stress, and when they're stressed they don't thrive quite as well, so hopefully by reducing the stress it'll keep them moving on and thriving. So that's good. As you can see, these cows have settled down really well. So that's really good. They've been off for less than 2 days and they seem really quite content. There still is a little bit of mooing, but not too much. They've settled down really well. Hope you've enjoyed this week's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that's the important one. And leave a comment as well. Thank you. Oh, why not give it a thumbs up? So until next week, this is Richard on the old John Deere saying bye for now. Bye you all, bye! This is all a load of rubbish, Richard, that you're talking here.